In this video, I'm going to talk about your first hires. Now, before you're able to hire and bring on additional help, you need to work extremely hard and make sure that you're financially set up for success and that you can pay your team members long term. It's a good rule of thumb to have 6 months to a year's worth of their salary and savings before hiring them. I worked extremely hard for 8 months before I hired my first employee. I paid him a salary of $37,000 a year, so regardless of how much revenue was coming in, he got paid. Now, I didn't quite have a full year in the business, and I didn't understand the seasonality of the industry and how it slows down towards the end of the year. I made my first hire in August, and when the end of the year came around, we didn't have a lot of orders coming in. I'm glad I had that money set aside and was able to pay him as promised. So this reinforces the importance of having money saved, especially for unforeseen things like business seasonality. One thing that was always important to me was scaling the business. I knew that the revenue I was able to generate would be what fueled business growth because I didn't have very much money in savings. So what I did was keep my cost of living very low for the first 4 to 5 years and use the majority of our business revenue to grow. I didn't go out and buy a big fancy house or a new car. I was head down working and saving as much money as possible. Now I want to talk about what you should look for in your first hire. It's important to know your strengths and weaknesses and know what you like and don't like to do. As you get busier, it's important to bring on somebody that can fill the role that you would prefer not to do. So if you really enjoy talking to customers but not so much shooting homes, it's probably a good idea to hire somebody that can shoot homes while you can stay focused on responding to customers and building relationships. If you really like shooting homes but don't like responding to customers, you should hire admin support to help answer phones and respond to emails. Now, I personally enjoyed all aspects of the business, so I trained my first hire to do everything. We were both Swiss Army knives for the business and can pretty much take on any customer request. Now, the amount of money you should pay for your first hire will depend on how much revenue you're bringing in and their specific role. This is why it's important to make sure that you're pricing your products appropriately to support additional team members. You don't want to trap yourself with low prices and small margins so that you are stuck doing all the work yourself and unable to grow your business. The contractor model is also something you may want to consider. You don't necessarily have to have a bunch of money saved for this particular model. Contractors can help, but they may not be as committed to your company as an employee would be. You usually pay them more, but it is something to consider as you only pay them for the jobs that they do. So depending on your business model, this might be the right option for you. This is what we do in all our markets outside of Arizona and Nevada. We hire contractors since daily workloads can fluctuate quite a bit. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Reach out if you have any questions. We'll see you guys on the next one.